Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do a review of the most expensive DVDs I've ever purchased. This is a really big collection of a lot of banjo and music themed DVDs. So for most people who are subscribed to my channel, here's a quick disclaimer. You're probably not going to be interested in, what the content is on these DVDs, but it is something that I'm really interested in, and I'm very happy to own these. So that and of course they are DVDs, so that is why they are going to be, on my Jay's Blu-Rays channel for review. And I say that this is a review rather than an unboxing because I actually already did an unboxing of these. I just realized that the video ended up being way too long, so I'm just gonna redo this and kind of make my points that I made in the earlier video way more quick, I guess you could say. So with that said, let's get started. Like I said, these are the most expensive DVDs I ever purchased. I think I paid a little bit over $250 for them, but there is a lot of content here. There's 9 DVD boxes here, and there are 3 discs per box, so that ends up being, that would end up being about 27 DVDs. Actually, exactly 27 DVDs. So, it's a lot. It's a lot of discs. So anyways, what do I have here? The set that I have on the right is called Conversations with North American Banjo Builders. And then the set I have on the left, at least these 4 right here, are called Conversations with Old-Time Performers. And then this one on top here is called Conversations with Old-Time Performers and Banjo Builders. So you can kind of go like this. This one is kind of volume 5 to both of these sets. So anyways, where did these DVDs come from? Well, there is a old-time musician, banjo player named Craig Evans who lives in Minnesota, and he has, for the past few years been going all around the country, and he's been doing interviews. First, he started off with this Banjo Builders series, so he went all around the country, and he has done some like mini documentaries on many banjo builders across the country. And then after he did that, which was must have been a really amazing undertaking because he got so much content here, he decided, all right, banjo builders wasn't enough, let's go out and kind of do the same thing with old-time performers. And old-time music, for those of you who don't know, is it's kind of similar to bluegrass. It's got banjos and fiddles and guitars and that kind of thing. It's kind of what came before bluegrass, and it's kind of what was before it, essentially. It's just the easiest way to explain it. But it is still a music style that is very much still alive, and there's a lot of people who perform that style of music. And so he went around the country interviewing many of the musicians who play in that style, whether it's banjo players or fiddle players or guitar players or what have you. I think many of them are banjo players, but there are certainly fiddle players and other instruments as well. So a lot of stuff here, and I wanted to pick these up because I've had my eye on them for quite a few years. Just been very interested in them. Watching all this stuff on here because it's really classic stuff. It's kind of preserving the whole old-time music, and the whole old-time music thing and what the tradition is all about, and also giving us a good look at all the people who build the banjos that the musicians play. So a lot of amazing content in here. So that kind of explains why these were so expensive, is because essentially the work was done by one person primarily, and that's Craig Evans, who I mentioned, from Minnesota. And he probably had some other help from other people, I'm sure, but primarily it's a one-man job. So hence why these are kind of expensive. They're not something that you're going to find in Walmart or anything, so they're not cheap. But you do get a lot of content for your money, so that's really good. Essentially, you pay about $30 for each set, but you're getting 3 discs per set, so a lot of content for your money. So one thing that I will mention before showing you what these discs are all about is that there are 2 different piles here. This pile on the left I got directly from Craig Evans from his website, which you can find by just googling Craig Evans banjo or something, but I think he also has his website listed right there, so you can go there if you're interested in learning more about these and the music he does. So I ordered all these 5 sets on the left directly from him, but he has sent his I guess creation, or whatever you want to call it. He has sent the Banjo Builders series, I guess that's what you could say. He sent the entire series of Banjo Builders, the production of the DVDs, over to Smithsonian Folkways, and so I ordered these from that company. And you can kind of see that there's a few differences in quality, I guess, and you can tell that the ones that I got directly from him, in my opinion, are quite a bit nicer. They got this nice clear DVD case, which is sort of like you would get from Shout Factory or something if you were gonna get a movie from that company, which it's really nice case. And the artwork is very professional. You can see it's even got inside artwork and really nice artwork on all of the discs, and it's just it's really, really nice. But then these ones from Smithsonian Folkways are a little bit not quite as good. You can see that the artwork insert here, it's kind of like it comes short of the edge here, and the way it's kind of cut out is, I don't know, it just seems like a little bit more cheaply done, this whole set. The cases are not the see-through cases, they're a little bit cheaper, and then there's absolutely no artwork on any of the discs to speak of. It's just very plain. So I know that when these were originally made available before going to Smithsonian Folkways, that they originally looked just like this. And I don't know, if the artwork had, an inside section with some stuff to read, or if the discs had art or anything, but I know that I've seen pictures of the outside artwork, and it looked exactly like these. So kind of unfortunate that Smithsonian has kind of gone a cheaper route with, reproducing these, but I actually did send them an email, which they did not reply to, asking if, they had any others in stock that were the same style as this, if I could exchange them or even return them so that I could try and find, better copies of these elsewhere. But they didn't reply, and then I just decided, what, it's not really worth trying to look for copies just so they kind of match these better, because really I'm just interested in the content on these, and I know that I've watched parts of each of these series and the content is just great. So really happy about what we have here. So now now that I've kind of blabbered on like I usually do in my videos, why don't I show you what the content is on here. So here is volume 1 of the Banjo Builders series. It's Banjo Builders East of Mississippi, and there's the spine, and then here is the back. And if you want to see any of these back artwork in more detail, just pause the video. But there are all the Banjo Builders interviewed on here, and it's a lot of content. It has a little extra as well, and so that's really cool. Lots of content on these. Here is volume 2, Banjo Builders West of the Mississippi, and there is what is included in here, and there's that. And then we'll take a look at volume 3, and Conversations with Banjo Historians. And then here is the back. And then finally we do have volume 4. There's the spine, and then here is the back with all the Banjo Builders there. And so yeah, really cool stuff, and I'll just show you again the inside of one of these. They all look the same pretty much. It's just, like this, it's pretty plain artwork for these all, but whatever. It says the volume and the disc number, so that's your reference, but there are no other inserts. Let's see. From there, we'll go on to the next set. Let's see, I'm going to flip these around. And this is the Conversations with Old-Time Performers. And I just want to say again, I really, really enjoyed, this whole package. It's very high quality compared to these, but these are still, they're still not bad. It's just by comparison, these are much better. So, yeah, I just really wish that these would be the same quality as these, but they're not. But whatever. The content is the same, so that's what matters. But here is a look at the artwork on, volume 1 here, and the spine, and then the back. And this series, I know a lot. I'm aware of a lot more of the people on here because I've listened to their music. All of the banjo builders, I really don't know a whole lot about. So that'll be fun to watch. More of those. I watched the first one and it was really excellent. Interview, and I watched the first 2 interviews on here, and those were excellent as well. They're about a half hour each for the old-time performers, and on this one, the first interview I saw was about 18 or 19 minutes, so I think these are maybe a little bit shorter. They have more people per set than they do for the performers, but the performers have interviews plus they play a few tunes, so that's why it ends up being like a half an hour, which is really nice. So again, pause if you want to see who all these musicians are. Really, really good, really excellent old-time musicians. They're among the best, if not the best, of old-time musicians in that genre who play that style of music today. So really a treat to be able to have all these interviews in one DVD collection. Oh, and I'll open this and show you guys the inside. I'm just really impressed by the quality of, how this inside artwork. You can read all this, the story behind the series, so you can read that. It's full of, good pictures and everything. And then if you look at the discs, they're all, excellent artwork on them, and you can see exactly who's on each disc for interviews. And then the back, these have nice black and white, pictures. And then all of these discs are DVD-R quality, so you can see that they got that purplish hue on the back. That's how you can tell. Plus, when I put them in my PS3, they say that they are DVD-R. So that's kind of to be expected from, kind of a local DVD production. But otherwise, it looks like something you would buy, straight in Walmart or something. It's even got a barcode there and everything. It's really high quality, at least for the old-time performers. And the content on these is high quality as well, but just the production is just a little bit less than these ones. But here is volume 2. There's a spine and then the back. And then inside it's kind of the same thing, so I'm not gonna show like all these details, just kind of go through it real quick. But here's what you get inside volume 2. There's 3 discs with the inside artwork and everything, very nice. And it's the same story with all the other ones. So here is volume 3. It's really nice pictures and nice artwork quality, and you have the people who are interviewed right here. And some of them have like little extras on them, which is nice. Clifftop cameos, so that kind of stuff. So that's really nice. And again, it's the same sort of thing with the inside pictures and stuff. You can read stuff, and nice artwork on the discs. And here we have volume 4. And there's the spine and then the back, which you can see who is on here. Yeah, all these are just, excellent musicians. And here's what's inside, same sort of deal, very high quality. And so the next one we have is the kind of volume 5 for both of these. It has interviews of banjo builders and old-time performers. So kind of a combination of stuff on here. So the artwork style is a little bit different, but not much. And there you can see everyone who is included in here as well. And if we open this one up, it's got, same sort of style of high quality pictures and everything, and artwork on all of the discs. And then on the back here, this one has an advertisement for all of the other discs, which are all right here. So, pretty much just wanted to show you guys these, so because they're DVDs for this channel anyways. And then like I said, most people who are watching this who are subscribed to my channel probably aren't going to be too interested, except for the fact that these are DVDs. But I'm making this video for, you know, I guess anyone who is possibly interested in picking up any of the volumes of this series or the entire series. They might stumble across this video and that kind of thing. So I wanted to show you guys what you're going to get for your money. And I will say, just to end the video, the content on here is really good. It's well worth the investment if it's something that you're really passionate about and you want to support old-time music and that kind of thing, and support the traditions that it represents. And you know, if you're really interested in the kind of content that's on here, it's worth the investment if you have the money. If you're someone who just is casually interested in, you know, banjo music, probably not, or maybe just pick up one volume to see if you like it. Otherwise, you can always just, you know, check out YouTube videos if you want to see some old-time music or things like that. You know, if you don't have the money, because it is really expensive if you want to invest in this set. Like I said, I paid just a little bit over $250 total to get all these, so it is a lot of money. But I am so excited to have these. So anyways, before this video gets too much longer, I'm just going to say, you know, like I always do, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.